Chapter 3 Attitudes and Job Satisfaction. Chapter Learning Objectives. After studying this chapter, you should be able to do the following. Number 1. Contrast the three components of an attitude. Number 2. Summarize the relationship between attitudes and behavior. Number 3. Compare and contrast the major job attitudes. Number 4. Define job satisfaction and show how it can be measured. Number 5. Summarize the main causes of job satisfaction. And number 6. Identify 4 employee responses to dissatisfaction. Attitudes. Attitudes are evaluative statements or judgments concerning objects, people, or events. The components of an attitude are affective, cognitive, and behavioral. Cognitive is the opinion or belief segment of an attitude. Affective is the emotional or feeling segment of an attitude. And behavioral is an intention to behave in a certain way towards someone or something. Does behavior always follow from attitudes? Leon Festinger says, no, the reverse is sometimes true. Cognitive dissonance. Any incompatibility between two or more attitudes or between behavior and attitudes. Individuals seek to reduce this uncomfortable gap, or dissonance, to reach stability and consistency. Consistency is achieved by changing the attitudes, modifying the behaviors, or through rationalization. The desire to reduce dissonance depends on importance of elements, degree of individual influence, rewards involved in dissonance. Moderating variables. Moderating variables are attitudes predicting behavior. The most powerful moderators of the attitude-behavior relationship are, number 1, importance of the attitude. Number 2, correspondence to behavior. Number 3, accessibility. Number 4, existence of social pressures. And number 5, personal and direct experience of the attitude. Predicting behavior from attitudes. Important attitudes have a strong relationship to behavior. The closer the match between attitude and behavior, the stronger the relationship. Specific attitudes predict specific behavior. General attitudes predict general behavior. The more frequently expressed an attitude, the better predictor it is. High social pressures reduce the relationship and may cause dissonance. Attitudes based on personal experience are stronger predictors. What are the major job attitudes? Job satisfaction, which is a positive feeling about the job resulting from an evaluation of its characteristics. And job involvement, which is degree of psychological identification with the job where perceived performance is important to self-worth. Psychological empowerment, which is belief in the degree of influence over the job, competence, job meaningfulness, and autonomy. And here are yet more major job attitudes. Perceived organizational support, or POS. This is the degree to which employees believe the organization values their contribution and cares about their well-being. It is higher when rewards are fair, employees are involved in decision-making, and supervisors are seen as supportive. High POS is related to higher OCBs and performance. Employee engagement, which is the degree of involvement with, satisfaction with, and enthusiasm for the job. Engaged employees are passionate about their work and company. Are these job attitudes really distinct? No. These attitudes are highly related. Variables may be redundant, meaning measuring the same thing under a different name. While there is some distinction, there's also a lot of overlap. Be patient. OB researchers are working on it. Job satisfaction. One of the primary job attitudes measured. It's a broad term involving a complex individual summation of a number of discrete job elements. How to measure job satisfaction? Well, there's a single global rating, which is one question, one answer. This is best. Or the summation score, which is many questions with one average. This is okay. Are people satisfied in their jobs? In the US, yes, but the level appears to be dropping. Results vary by employee facets of the job. Pay and promotion are the most problematic elements. Causes of job satisfaction. Pay influences job satisfaction only to a point. After about $40,000 per year in the US, there is no relationship between amount of pay and job satisfaction. Money may bring happiness, but not necessarily job satisfaction. Personality can influence job satisfaction. Negative people are usually not satisfied with their jobs. Those with positive core self-evaluation are more satisfied with their jobs. Employee responses to dissatisfaction. Active. There's exit, which is behavior directed toward leaving the organization. Voice, which is active and constructive attempts to improve conditions. Neglect, allowing conditions to worsen. And loyalty, passively waiting for conditions to improve. Outcomes of job satisfaction. Job performance. Satisfied workers are more productive, and more productive workers are more satisfied. The causality may run both ways. Organizational citizenship behaviors. Satisfaction influences OCB through perceptions of fairness. And customer satisfaction. Satisfied frontline employees increase customer satisfaction and loyalty. And absenteeism. Satisfied employees are moderately less likely to miss work. More outcomes of job satisfaction. Turnover. Satisfied employees are less likely to quit. Many moderating variables in this relationship. Economic environment and tenure. Organizational actions taken to retain high performers and to weed out lower performers. Workplace deviance. Dissatisfied workers are more likely to unionize, abuse substances, steal, be tardy, and withdraw. Despite the overwhelming evidence of the impact of job satisfaction on the bottom line, most managers are either unconcerned about or overestimate worker satisfaction. Summary and managerial implications. Number 1, managers should watch employee attitudes. They give warnings of potential problems, and they influence behavior. Number 2, managers should try to increase job satisfaction and generate positive job attitudes. This reduces costs by lowering turnover, absenteeism, tardiness, theft, and increasing OCB. And number 3, focus on the intrinsic parts of the job. Make work challenging and interesting. Remember, pay is not enough. Thank you. Chapter 3.